Alert weather with meteorologist Julia Blanchett.
Good morning and happy Tuesday. You're in the second day of September, but our temperatures are still reflecting summer temperatures. We are up about 3 to 5 degrees above average across western Colorado, and today Grand Junction should make it to 92 degrees. But by the 9 o'clock hour, you're expecting 71. By the time you make it to lunchtime, you'll be in the 80s before you warm to the 90s by the end of the day. So you might want to get outside in the early morning hours as things look to be a little bit more favorable. But nonetheless, over the next several days, we're staying really consistent. We're seeing that heat, and it's sticking around for this next several days. 92 degrees on your Wednesday, and on your Thursday, 93 degrees. We have a little bit more cloud coverage day by day. Today we're clear. We gain a little bit by Wednesday and then a little bit more by Thursday. That's an indication of a change. So although we're warm with our summer temperatures and conditions at the start of the week, that won't be the case by the end of the week. So let's take a look at what we have in store for us, because by Thursday things will start to change, at least for the southwestern corner of our forecast zone. The San Juan Mountains and the Four Corners area, they're expecting a little bit of rain, along with the I-70 corridor and the mountains, the northern and central mountains. But again, by tomorrow afternoon or by Friday afternoon, we'll start to see more moisture pushing across the bottom of our state, that southwesternmost edge, and more moisture actually making it up to the Grand Valley locations this time, and along the I-70 corridor and north of Grand Junction as well. So rain looks to be pretty favorable. And last but not least, looking at Saturday, the weekend, we could see heavy rain again. Afternoon showers, of course, pretty consistent with our point in the year as monsoon season continues forward. And on your Sunday, the same exact thing. Afternoon showers are in the forecast, but this time the rain is very heavy and very widespread. The mountains getting hit really hard, so that means if you are traveling over the weekend, you might want to be aware of the weather situation before you take I-70 in your future. But nonetheless, we still have heat today, so work through that warm weather. It's about 94 degrees if I haven't mentioned your location. It's in Delta, and in Montrose about 87 degrees, Colbron 88 degrees, and in Meeker about 84 degrees. Looking at the Cortez area, we're about 88. Even Dove Creek is sitting at 85. And taking a peek at your low temperatures, about 62 in Grand Junction, about 55 in Delta, 56 in Montrose, and about 52 in Cortez. So overnight temperatures are pretty decent as well. And if we peek at those 7-day forecasts, they are showing the same pattern we already broke down. Warm weather to start the week, cooling down ever so slightly from Thursday going into Friday, and then going into Saturday for the rain. You're expecting a 30% chance for moisture on Saturday and Sunday. And taking a peek at the Montrose area, 87 on Tuesday and Wednesday. But we do cool down into the 70s by the weekend for a little bit of moisture. And the probabilities are again higher for other locations. About a 30% chance for moisture on your Saturday and your Sunday for Delta. We're in the 90s in the meantime before we cool down to the 80s at the end of the week. And last but not least, the Cortez area, they can actually see rain as soon as Thursday, but we are expecting to see some good moisture over the weekend, and that will cool our temperatures all the way down to the 70s at one point.